previously. Thanos the Destroyer has returned to his home, the devastated moon of Titan. Here he recalls his early childhood. As a newborn baby, Thanos drove his mother to insanity as she tried to kill him fresh from the womb. During his early childhood, he exhibits a fear of killing. But Thanos attracts the eye of a girl who brings him to a cave to conquer his fears. A cave-in results in Thanos and fellow students being trapped for days, until he finds their remains eaten by the native lizards. The young Titan overcomes his fear of killing by slaughtering the nest. Many years ago, the underground city of the Eternals on Titan. Alright, students. This will be your final exam in terrestrial biology for the current solar cycle. You will need to fully dissect your specimen and label all major organs and organ systems, including the pus veins, breathing fangs and Thanos? Where do you think you are going? I'm finished. Finished? How could you possibly be? I filleted my specimen from tail to chin and labeled the entirety of its insides, including a dozen points of interest you failed to mention in your lectures. I also catalogued the stomach contents, extrapolated its life history and determined the cause of death. Brain aneurysm. The beast died suddenly and without the least bit of suffering. It was one of the lucky ones. Thanos, if you would please. It lived less than 3 orbits around Saturn, that lizard, and never ventured further than 2 miles from the cave where it was hatched. It died before it was old enough to reproduce. It leaves nothing of substance behind to mark its passing. It is almost as if the creature's sole purpose for being was to wind up here, in this classroom, so that I might cut it apart. And now I've absorbed all there is to learn from the feeble creature. And from you as well, Professor. Good day to you both.
Bit harsh, wasn't it?
Do you ever go to class?
Not if I can help it. You should be proud. You're officially the only thing on this entire rotten moon that keeps me from dying of boredom. And apparently I'm not the only one who's bored.
I have the highest grades in the history of this school. I'm learning faster than they can teach me. Even my father recognizes that.
Right. Well, where to now then, genius?
To learn more of the things they cannot teach me.
I see you've been doing quite a lot of learning.
If those old experiments of mine unsettle you, you will not want to see what I am working on now.
Don't worry about me. I've developed a pretty strong constitution over the years. That's our cave ape, isn't it?
Yes. It's taken me months to capture a live specimen.
Look at those eyes. Eerily like our own, aren't they?
We shall see. Once I've removed them.
This is quite the escalation from green tails and ice rats. You sure you're ready for this, Thanos?
What happened in the caves, when I was young? That was a moment of weakness and great shame for me. I am not some mindless savage. I am a scientist. My hunger is not for blood, but for knowledge. Now stand aside. The quest for knowledge can sometimes be rather messy. By the age of 12, Thanos had explored every inch of the frozen moon where he was born. By 13 he had walked upon the burning core of Saturn. By 15, he had mapped the star of 1,000 galaxies, but the cosmos offered no answers to his many questions. So he began to look elsewhere. He speaks not a word as he works, but with each incision, each sever and slice, his hands do the asking. Who am I and why am I here? Why am I different? What is my destiny? Where in creation are the answers hidden? And how much blood must I spill to find them? For hours on end, Thanos listens for answers in the screams. He searches for them in the crooks and crannies of the meat and marrow. But in the end, he's only left with a butchered ape. And no more answers than when he started.
Did we find what we were seeking?
We found nothing. Only that cave apes suffer and die the same as everything else.
Well, then, maybe it's time to accept. That when it comes to answers, you're still looking in the wrong place. No. I'm afraid you won't find what you're seeking there, either.
But I am tired of being defied at every turn. Of searching for answers that refuse to be found. My parents have failed me. School has failed me. Science fails. Now even I. Where else is there to look?
Oh, Thanos. Open your eyes, dear. You haven't even begun looking.
You look just so amazing. The way the light of the methane hits your eyes and stuff.
Shut up and kiss me, Garth, before you say something too stupid for me to ignore.
Wait. Did you just hear something?
No. Don't stop. Not now. This feels so right. Please. Just keep going.
I want you both to know. I will remember this moment forever. Sogarth. Loctus? Has anyone seen Sogarth and Loctus? In centuries between the founding of the City of Eternals on Titan and the birth of the deviant Gent Thanos, there was not a single recorded instance of murder. Anyone? No crimes of passion. No executions. No acts of war.
Well, looks like somebody had a late night. Did you find those answers you were looking for? Thanos? You sure found something.
Among the Eternals of Titan, who had known peace for eons, it was said there did not even exist the concept of murder. Until the one called Thanos invented it. I'm telling you, Ullers, those children were abducted. You're a damned fool if you don't see that. Kronos, please. If you act quickly, maybe you can still save them. Though chances are, they're already dead and floating through the spaceways. Father, not over dinner, please. You've seen much killing in your time, I know. But the Uranosian War was long ago and far away. We do not murder here on Titan. These people do not even know what murder is. Everyone knows what murder is. Every being in creation that has blood of its own that can be spilled. They don't have to be taught that there's such a thing as spilling someone else's. They all just know it, like they know how to breathe. Eros. What in the stars is that boy doing in there? Sui-san? Dear, could you? It's great to have you home, my love. Eros. Stop whatever you're doing, child, and come in here for dinner. I'm telling you, Ullers, you're a fool if you don't find this murderer. Father, can we talk about this some other time?
I know. I know what you are.
No, you don't. And neither do I.
Heavens, Thanos. You've been a rather zealous little boy, haven't you?
I shouldn't have involved you, I know. I only brought you here to tell you. It's over. All of this.
Over? What about the grand quest of self-discovery? All those hidden answers you've been so eager to find?
The more I learn, the more I realize. Some questions are best left unanswered.
You trying to say you didn't enjoy yourself here? Sure looks to my untrained eye like you did.
How dare you even suggest that? I told you, I'm not some common butcher. I am a scientist. And this experiment has officially run its course. Once these bodies are buried, this is finished, do you hear me? From this day forward Thanos will never kill again. Two weeks later. You were right. I enjoyed it.
Look at me, Thanos. You've nothing to be ashamed of. You are what you were born to be. There's no shame in being true to your nature.
Run away with me. You're the only one who understands me. Who even bothers to try. We could find our place in the universe, together, somewhere far away from here. We could. Please. Just hold me. Just one time, please.
Love is not for the lost or the weak, Thanos of Titan. Nor the mewling or hopelessly pathetic. Love is not for children or cowards.
I could make you.
Not me, you couldn't. Just look at you. A lonely little boy God frightened of his own shadow. What makes you think you're worthy of anyone's love? Time to face facts. You've already found the only love you'll ever know. Now hurry up and finish burying it.
These tools. I made these myself. No such instruments had ever existed on Titan before. I imagined them into being from nothing. And I've become quite good at using them. As you can see, I started with animals. First the green-tail lizards that infest this world like fleas. Then I moved on to bigger and bigger fleas. I've killed 17 people. Children, mostly. Boys and girls both. A couple of my professors as well. I told myself I was looking for answers to the secrets of the cosmos. To my destiny. To the mysteries of my own DNA. But that wasn't true. I killed them because I had too much love in my heart, and no place to put it, no one to give it to. I killed them because I liked it. Because killing someone is the only time I don't feel alone. That makes me a monster, doesn't it? You don't have to answer. I know it does. I never asked to be born this way. To become this wretched thing that I am. All I ever wanted was someone to love. And someone to love me back. There must be an answer to why this happened. To why I am the way I am. I'm sorry, but I have to know. And there's nowhere else left to look. I'm sorry, Mother. But the key to who I am is somewhere inside you. And once I've found it and cut it out of you, I won't have to be a monster anymore.